Shalom, call out, Yahbashim, Yahshabashim, Kakadash. Double honor to apostles, a great millstone. Salutations to the elect, men, women, and children that believe of the 1/3 scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Man, I was watching, I be into like these red pill dudes sometimes, and, they be Black Ram 313, Coach Greg Adams, Coach Red Pill, just to name a few, Donovan Sharp, Rollo Tomasi. They be breaking down that whole feminism thing and exposing it, and that really ties into the prophecy of Isaiah 4:1. 7 women shall take hold upon one man. But I was watching one of the other dudes I like watching. He deals with like the Sigma males, Anthony Spade. Y'all could check him out when you get a chance. Got some good content and some nice pointers. But this particular video I was watching, he was they asked him like what you could do to save the black community. And he don't really know the inside out truth, because he said when you graduate to being a black man, which is really, when you wake up to the truth, he said 80% is fucked, 20% not. That's kind of close to the 1/3 versus 2/3 ratio. And he broke down the mentality, basically it go back to the curses. But he don't fully know, could tie it back into the Most High, but he just being honest about his answer. And it's actually all truth, when like Jeremiah said he wanted to move far away from Israel, that nigga mentality that Israel got, and so on. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just, I'm going to just share this little small segment. Maybe it's about like 10 minutes, 12 minutes. You might hear me laugh, man, because it's so true. Because, it's a spiritual laugh, because you looking at it, he don't fully know, but you looking at it through the spirit. All them scriptures pop up in your head as far as what he's talking about, as far as truth. Because all truth tie back into the Lord, whether the full breakdown to tie it back into him or not. But like he keeping it real. So I'm gonna play it right quick. This shit is crazy, man. Let me play
it. You didn't see no black people in Dallas? Dallas got great neighborhoods, bro. Okay, update says, what do I think can save the black community? Nothing. Nothing. Martin Luther King couldn't save that shit. Malcolm X couldn't save it. Farrakhan couldn't save it. Tupac couldn't save it. Black Lives Matter couldn't save it. Can't nobody save a certain people who are mentally conditioned to feel good destroying themselves. And we're not talking about all black people. Like let's get that out. We're talking about 80% of the black people though. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you do have a lot of black people that got their mind right. But you still got a shitload of niggers. Don't get it twisted. We still got niggers and you still got black people. It's just a very, very, very small portion of black people and a big portion of fucking niggas that are just, so there's nothing you're gonna do to be able to save it, because the world is moving into worse conditions. You're right. Who is that? Franklin Media? You're right. The programming is too deep. Not only is the programming too deep, but it's too profitable. All right? You have to realize it's not just the programming is deep, the programming is profitable. Right? You could save the black community if it wasn't profitable. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for instance, the Chinese can maintain power because they profit off of everybody else. Black people don't profit off of nobody. There is no other culture that black people are profiting off of, but every culture other than black is profiting off of blacks. Where are you gonna go when you haven't even established an economical structure within your own culture? You already know the Chinese got warehouses. You know they make everything. You know they sell you all your fucking beauty products. You know what you're getting from them. You know when you go into the white and Jewish, you're in their big lots. You're in their dollar stores. You're inside of their stuff. Everybody is eating off of you. The blacks ain't eating off nobody because nobody wants your shit. You may get a couple white people that come in the hood and buy some barbecue. You may get a couple of that. But the only blacks I seen wearing FUBU, white people I saw wearing FUBU, was trashy ones calling another black a nigger. Ain't that funny? There ain't nothing you could do when it's so profitable for people to just get blacks to buy into their whole existence and their whole thinking. Why would they stop and make black people smarter? There's no point of making black people smart. It's profitable for everyone, for blacks to be dumb, for blacks to be confused, for you not to be married, for her to be a slut, for you to be a bum and vibrate low. It's more profitable in blacks being dumb than it is blacks being smart. So no, you can't save the black community because even the black community sees the slaves within themselves. Think about it. A black person will con you out of $1,000 to buy some shit you don't even need and take that $1,000 and buy a gold chain in front of you. Kind of shit is that? You can get conned by a black person and you'll see them a week later with what they done blew the fucking money on. No, you can't save the black community. You have to, when you graduate, right, this is how I see it. Every black person that's born is a nigger. You're born ignorant, dumb, and stupid. Why? Because there's no structure there. There's no power structure. There's no economical structure there at all. So when a black person is born, they're automatically niggers coming out. What niggers gotta do, you gotta graduate to a black person. Only your experiences in life will graduate you to a black person. Only the knowledge that you learn will graduate you to a black person. That's why you have 80% of the black community fucked and only 20% that actually made it. Why? Because you have to graduate to being a black person. See, what you gotta understand about Harriet Tubman said, I saved 1,000 Negroes, but could have saved 2,000 if they would have knew that they were fucking slaves. Did you know her first husband, she divorced him because he wouldn't run away free with her? So you have to understand that black people are in a state of mind where they don't know what happiness is. You don't know what success is. You don't know what's been done to you. That's what Hitler said in his book, page 132. Blacks have the power to take over the fucking world. You're stronger than everybody, but you have yet realized what's been fucking done to you. You don't even realize that when you learn how to do shit other cultures do, not only do you do it better, but you do it faster than them. You haven't even grasped up on that. They don't look at the fact that, hey, predominantly athletes are dominated by the blacks. Why don't the blacks just open up their own league? No, because it's better if I get the money from the white person. They feel better getting the money from the white people. A black person don't want to go work for no other black person. That's like, nigga, why I gotta work for you? Black employees destroy other black employees. A black person would destroy your fucking business. How many times have you been in the hood, right? Or you been at a restaurant, your favorite restaurant you go to, and it's filled with niggas. And all you do, you walk in there, it's dirty, it's loud, there's long ass lines, and within 2 months they get rid of them niggas and they put them white folks in there, and all of a sudden you can actually order at the fucking drive-thru and get your fucking food when it's hot. What we talking about? Mexicans have already taken over the jobs that blacks were supposed to do. I want a fucking Mexican in my shit. I don't want no nigga near me. That's real talk. That's real talk. Actually order at the fucking drive-thru and get your fucking food when it's hot. What we talking about? Mexicans have already taken over the jobs that blacks were supposed to do. I want a fucking Mexican in my shit. I don't want no nigga near me. That's real talk. That's real talk. I done hired too many Negroes to know the end game on that. I done tried, and that's what black men do. Black men that graduate from niggers to fucking black men, you know what you do? You say, man, this shit was easy, bro. Like, fuck, it's easy. Just you can do it. You can do it. It's really, really, really easy. If you're not, if you just act like a black person, the law of attraction will give you whatever you want. So when niggas graduate to being black men, what you say is, you like, man, let me go back and help my brothers, yo, because they just don't know how easy it is. Let me go back and help my brothers, yo. They just don't know how easy it is. But every time you try to go back and you help a black man, yo, they remind you, I'm shit, and I don't want to be nothing but shit. I don't want to go nowhere. I'm just a shitty person because being shitty works for me. And then that's when black people be like, I tried, brother. I gotta leave you alone now. The first thing that a black man does, I'm shit, and I don't want to be, because they just don't know how easy it is. Let me go back and help our brothers, yo. They just don't know how easy it is. But every time you try to go back and you help a black man, yo, they remind you, I'm shit, and I don't want to be nothing but shit. I don't want to go nowhere. I'm just a shitty person because being shitty works for me. And then that's when black people be like, I tried, brother. I gotta leave you alone now. The first thing that a black man does when he graduates from being a nigger, he goes back and he tries to save those niggas. Just like Harriet Tubman tried to go back and free slaves that did not want to leave. It's the same thing with the black community. You try to go back and help people, but there's a problem. They don't want to leave. Some blacks don't want to be the best version of themselves. Some blacks don't want to be rich. Some blacks don't want to work hard. They don't want to be happy. They don't want to do that. I'm convinced of that. You don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want it at all. By the time they want it, they're fucking 50. About to die. Going to church 3 days a week to try to solidify their fucking spot in heaven while they fucked up their younger years. What's we talking about? What do you mean? What can you do to try to help the black community? Nothing. Get the fuck away from them. The fuck? Motherfuckers gonna be fighting each other for the rest of their life. They're gonna be killing each other for the rest of their life. What's wrong with black men and black women? That debate's gonna be going on for the rest of our life. There's gonna always be a YouTuber doing a debate with black and black people. It's gonna always be. That's where the money's at. That's where the money is on YouTube.
Hey man, shalom, man. Just a spiritual laugh, man. You know, because he's not fully juiced into the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but, you know, he was dropping it. And I'm laughing, you know, we all know people, you know, like that, you know, whether they friends, mutual friends in our families or what, but, hey, at the end of the day, it's nothing but the curses. And that's why we need Yahushua to come back to clean us up, man. But with that, hey, man, shalom, man. That was like, man, his facial expressions and like how he was breaking it down. Hey, man, that was legendary, man. Hey, till the next video, shalom.